Hey guys, it's MuchRomo here, and today I'll be starting a Let's Play on Pokemon Emerald. This was released in 2005 by, I think it was Game Freak, but I can't remember. Either way, I've not actually played Pokemon Emerald before, but so this should be kind of interesting to see how well I fare, because I don't tend to read into the story much and like what people are saying, which is kind of a problem when I'm actually looking for what I'm actually meant to do. This is the second time I've had to record this. I've already failed on recording my first video, because the first time I recorded it with, well, I've been recording it with Fraps, and that meant that my mouse for my computer would actually show up in the game, and I thought I was ruining everyone's Game Boy experience, so I had to re-record the whole thing because there was basically a dot somewhere on the screen. So that was really annoying. Anyway, yeah, basically I'm recording with Fraps, and I'm recording on Visual Boy Advance. Right here it just says the internal batteries run dry. That just means that certain things that only happen at certain times in the game won't be accessible to me, I think, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If you want actually a guide that works really well and tells you everything you need to know if you're confused about this game, then I would definitely look at Chugga Conroy's guides or something, because he knows what he's talking about, whereas I'm literally like, I'm just playing this for the fun of it, just to see how what the reaction is to if I make a YouTube channel, and if it gets a lot of I don't know, if it gets decent views, then I'll definitely continue it and see how far it goes. Now here they just ask your name as they do in every game. I hate people who use all uppercase letters. Like, I mean, it's basically everyone who's ever played Pokemon, but you don't spell your name like that in real life, so I don't see why you do. Anyway, that's just my OCD. So we're going to continue here. This is actually the only game where he does not ask you the name of your rival. The name of your rival is preset before you even play the game. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, I guess. So yeah, when you first start up, you're going to be inside a truck, going towards your house. And you're gonna want to go. Now, despite the fact I played this game about this part of the game only about 10 minutes ago, I'm already kind of forgetting what sort of happens because I've not got the best short or long-term memory for that matter. So basically, you're gonna talk to your mum here. She's gonna tell you. Well, actually, I'm not gonna explain what she's telling you. You can read. You can look at guides. You can, I don't know. Your mum tells you something, and these are Pokemon that are being used for labour. So, yeah, now first of all, what I said about that internal battery thing. Oh wait, actually first of all, you gotta get the potion here. It's not as important in this game as it is in other games, because because of the way this game works, the first battle actually doesn't involve your level 5 counterpart as a trainer. So your first battle is actually against I believe it's a level 2 Zigzagoon, and it's fairly simple, and you can level up your Pokemon before you actually fight the other level 5, so you don't actually need the potion, but you know, it's always good to take a free item. Next, the clock. I set there to 10 o'clock. It's not actually 10 o'clock, I'm such a rebel, but the reason that I did that was because it's not really important what time it is in the game. I couldn't really be bothered, and I was actually thinking that because the internal battery is dry, because I'm playing on Visual Boy, that it wouldn't matter what time I set the clock to, but it does a wee bit, I think, because of the way that Visual Boy saves, the time might actually stay working, but I'm actually not sure. And what am I meant to do here again? I think it's in the house on the right. Yeah, like I said, I don't tend to read into to what they're saying. I tend to just skip the dialogue, which causes me huge problems later on, but it makes things quick in the meantime, so all is good. So next, your counterpart trainer, your rival, will only actually come if you try and steal her Pokemon, which is interesting. Developers just assumed that you would take anything you could get, even from a helpless little girl. So she'll question you on that, and you will not get to steal her Pokemon, sadly. And her Pokemon will be this. I think in this game, yeah, it'll be the strength to whatever against your starter. So I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but it's kind of obvious if you pick water. No, sorry, if you pick fire, then the obvious weakness is water. So if you pick the fire Pokemon, she will pick the water Pokemon. At least I think that's how it works in this game. Like I said, I've not played in a long time. So first you got to help this trainer. So the first 3 Pokemon you can pick are Mudkip, then you've got Torchic, and then you've got Treecko. So that's the classic starters. You've got a water, you've got a fire, and you've got a grass type. I'm gonna pick Mudkip. It took me a lot longer to decide last time, but obviously now that I've played this once through, I know what I'm doing a little bit at least. So yeah, I'm not going to be showing too many wild Pokemon battles, but I decided I would show this one just for the sake of it being the first one. It's kind of important in the story. In the future, I'm just going to be skipping through wild battles, and I'll actually, when I'm playing, I'll probably speed them up using the emulator that I'm using, so they won't be all that interesting anyway. I'll show you one wild battle and sort of what I'm seeing, and also that'll mean that every now and then a Pokemon won't be the same level the next time you see it fight as it was the last time you see it fight, despite the fact you never saw it level up. So he'll give you the Pokemon that you picked when you started the game to keep. If you do what I did and you say yes to picking a nickname by accident, just click OK, and it will reset the name, and it will be perfectly normal throughout the rest of the game. Because if you pick it, and if you pick a nickname and then you think, oh, I'll just set it to the name of the Pokemon, then when that Pokemon evolves, the name will stay the same, and it will mess with your OCD. Because you'll have in my case, you'd have like a Swampert called Mudkip, and your brain will just explode. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue up the path here. So, I think you don't see a fight here, because I got kind of lucky with the grass. I'm going to go in the first Pokemart. I'm just going to buy a couple more potions just to make sure that I'm safe throughout the early parts of the game. Because I mean, you never really have a problem for money in Pokemon, at least in my experience. Like, as long as you're not too stupid with like how you're spending your money, you'll always have enough to sort of get by. Although sometimes I do spam the buy on repels, and then that's the only time I really run out of money. But money is basically repels, like, is worth it. You need repels, otherwise the game will be hell. So that guy will just tell you that he's researching Pokemon on the left. There's not... I don't think there's anything to do in that town. It could be wrong, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue. So yeah, like I said, this is actually what I'm seeing. This is the speed I'm doing things. The battles that you don't see. And this is actually a good example because, like, you wouldn't usually see this and you wouldn't have seen that my Pokemon leveled up. But it won't be all that exciting, and when they evolve, I'll show you they're evolving anyway, so it won't be that important. So there's your rival there. You're going to want to just... crap, we're so close. So yeah, there's an example of how that sort of works. You're not going to see the Pokemon battles. The wild ones anyway. So we're going to wrap it up here, and just before we fight the trainer, and I will see you next time on Pokemon Emerald.